Math with Mr. Williams, example 1. Use a distributive property to expand the expression. Simplify your expression. So here we have n plus 7 parentheses n minus 3 in parentheses. So let's go ahead and use our distributive property here. So we take the outside term, multiply it to both the inside terms. So I'm going to bring down the n. You didn't do anything with it. Plus 7 times n is 7n. And then 7 times a negative 3 is a negative 21. Now I need to combine the like terms here. So we have n plus a 7n. We know that there is a 1 out front here. So that would give me 8 n's total minus 21 for my answer. All right, example 2, math with Mr. Williams. Use a distributive property to expand the expression. Simplify your expression. So here we have 7x plus 4y plus 4 parentheses x plus y. All right, let's go ahead and use a distributive property here. All right, so we have 7x plus 4y brought down, plus 4 times x is 4x, plus 4 times the y would be 4y. So now we combine our like terms. So using our commutative property, we're going to bring a few things around here. So we have the 4x comes this way, and the 4y is going to come next to the other one. So we have 7x plus 4x plus 4y plus 4y. All right, combine those like terms now. So we have 7x plus 4x will give us 11x plus 4 will give us 8y's as our answer. All right, Math with Mr. Williams, example 3, factoring the expression using the greatest common factor. Okay, so first off, we have a 21 to 7. We notice 7 is a prime number. So then we're just asking ourselves, can 7 go into 21? And it can. So we know that to break up 21, it would just be 3 times the 7 we're looking for. So if I factor out a 7, what's left inside? So we have 3 left in times the x plus what times 7 is the 7? Well, that's just times 1. So we have 7 parentheses 3x plus 1 as our answer. Math with Mr. Williams, example 4, factor the expression using the greatest common factor. So here we don't have a prime number, we have two composites. So we're going to go ahead and break those up. So I'm going to break up 15 first. I like to start with this smaller number. So what times what gives me 15? Well, 3 times 5. So those are both prime numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and box those in. Now, the one I'm going to check is probably the 5 because he is the greatest of the two numbers in that box. So I break up 35 here. So can 5 go into 35? It can go in there 7 times. So I'm done with that one too. So my common numbers are 5, so I'm going to pull him out front and figure out what's left inside. So what times 5 give me the 15? Well, that would be 3. And then what times 5 would give me the negative 35? Well, that would be the 7. So now my answer is 5 parentheses 3x minus 7y. Math with Mr. Williams, example 5. Solve for the missing parts of the figure below. So here we have 2 on the outside of the box. We have a negative 4x in the box. We're missing something in the box. But at the top we see a 7 and a missing term. So we're going to first start with the easy one. We know length times width would give me the area of a box. So the last one, 2 times 7, would get me 14 as an answer. And then I ask myself, what would go here? So we have 2 times what gives me a negative 4x? Well, that would be x. And then 2 times what gives me a negative 4? That would be a negative 2. So now I have all the missing terms. I'm going to go ahead and plug in at the top here. So we have negative 4x plus our answer of 14 equals 2 times that negative 2x plus 7 as my answer. Math with Mr. Williams, example 6. The perimeter of a square playground is 60 feet. What is the area of the playground? Okay, so we have a square here. So we know the perimeter formula would be perimeter equals side plus side plus side plus side. All right, or we can shorten that to perimeter equals 4 times the s. All right, so we know the perimeter is 60, so let's plug it in. So we have 60 equals 4 times s. We're going to use our inverse operations. So the opposite of multiplying by 4 would be dividing by 4 on both sides. This cancels out the 4, so our side length will be 15. All right, so we know our area formula equals side squared because it is a square. All right, so area equals 15 squared, or area equals 15 times 15 which would be area equals 225 feet squared as our answer. Mr. Williams, example 7. The area of a rectangular patio is 300 feet squared. If the length of the patio is 20 feet, what is the width and perimeter of the patio? Okay, so in this case, we're going to start with the area since they gave us the area. Area equals length times the width. All right, so let's plug our numbers in. They gave us the area of 300 equals, they gave us the length of 20, and that's times the width. All right, so we know if we use our inverse operations, we can solve for the width. So instead of multiplying by 20, we are going to divide by 20 on both sides. This cancels out the right, so our width equals 300 divided by 20 will be 15 for our width. Let's go ahead and plug that in. So we have 15, and we have 20 for our length. All right, now we use our perimeter formula here. So we have perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Let's plug our numbers in. All right, so let's do our math. So we have 2 times 20, and we also have 2 times 15. All right, so we have now 40 plus 30 for our final answer. So we have perimeter is 70 feet. So our two answers, the width is 15, and our perimeter is 70 feet.